Okay, can I get like 5 2s in the chat and we'll go ahead and get started? Okay, let me make sure I'm recording. Summary.
Recording in progress.
Give me 1 second. Okay, so today is day 2 of the 5 day challenge, and this is one of the more important days because we'll be helping you find your niche and who you're actually going to be serving. But before we get started, the winner for yesterday's competition, I guess, was Monica, I think. So if you're in here, I guess raise your hand and send me a DM. So you win the $50 as well as the free one-on-one coaching call. Okay, perfect. So just wanted to get that out the way. Now put who got my money in the chat if you're ready to find your niche. So again, once you identify your niche and who it is that you're going to serve, this becomes a whole lot easier. Let me get 5 who got my monies. Okay, perfect. So quick recap of day 1. Your opportunity with digital products is basically using your knowledge, skills, experience, expertise, packaging them up together, then selling them. The ways you can sell this information is through ebooks, courses, video training, and coaching. Ebooks is typically going to be your easier to launch digital products where you can charge anywhere from $0 to $47. You typically can have an ebook launched in like 24 hours using ChatGPT and Canva. Fairly easy to launch. It's going to be courses, video training. You can get away with $47 to $597 depending on how you sell it. Again, you can launch this in 24 hours to 7 days depending on how quickly you can act. The hardest to launch is going to be a coaching program, but you can make the most money selling coaching programs, and you're looking at $997 plus. So it takes 2 to 4 weeks depending on how fast you can plan to take action. So that's just a quick recap of day 1 if you weren't here for that. So introduction to day 2, figuring out your target market. So selecting the right digital product. You basically want to find a market or a segment of the market where you already have experience. You don't want to go and try to recreate the wheel. This makes it a lot easier for you to identify problems that already exist in a current marketplace. Now, once you find the problems that exist in that market, you design your product as a solution to that problem. Put a 1 on in the chat if everybody's clear on that. So you're identifying a problem within the existing marketplace, and you're going to design or craft your digital product as a solution to that problem. Because typically people pay to solve problems. So product market fit for money. You want to align your digital product with your personal expertise. So what you can do is make a list of your skills, passions, and areas of expertise. This way you kind of have some guidance on which direction you can go in. So really quickly, this is a case study. And in less than 30 days, this is Danny. You've probably seen these ads because they're currently running, or like Danified. I think that's her Instagram handle. But she was able to sell $5,000 of her new digital course, helping hairstylists do sew-ins faster. So super simple concept, but it actually solved the market problem within the marketplace, because typically sew-ins may take about 3 to 4 hours. So she positioned her course as a way to cut down the time it takes you to do a sew-in, which will allow you to earn money. Put a 2 in the chat. Everybody's clear on that. So why would that be beneficial to a stylist? She gets to take more clients and make more money. So it's not that she's selling a course. She's essentially selling more money. She's selling a way for a stylist to make more money. So that's how you kind of have to think about when you are creating your digital product. What like root problem are you solving? Are you giving this person more time back? Are you giving this person more money? Or are you giving them both? And this is just the dashboard or the back end of what it looks like. So it was about 4,800. So let's just call it 5,000. Then you had another thing I would suggest when you're creating your digital products, you also want to have complementary products. So once someone places an order for your main thing, you want to have complementary products that are relevant to the main thing that you can upsell. So she had, as well as bump orders. Bump orders is when you're like checking out and there's like that little check box that say, hey, do you want to add this thing for like $27? That way you increase the average value of your cart. So if your product is $47, then you have a bump order for $27, and you have a one-time offer or upsell for $97, you make just that much more money as long as people take you up on your offer. So write that down as well. You want to create a relevant bump order, and you want to create a relevant upsell or one-time offer. And she was able to achieve this from January 1st to March, or January 31st to March 6th. Right now, I think she's sitting at about $13,000 to $15,000 in sales since she's launched. So diving into understanding market demand. So market research basics, Facebook groups, YouTube comment section, TikTok, Instagram, DMs, Twitter. These are all places you're going to get information from to create your digital product. If you know of these larger pages that sell digital products and you go into their comment section and you see people complaining about specific things, these are the things that you're writing down to make improvements when you launch your product. Everybody clear on that? Put a 1 in the chat. So you got to do a little bit of market research to actually see what it is that people want. And the information is right there for you. People are complaining continuously about these products that they're buying. So even if something already exists, you can take it upon yourself to create a new and improved version of it. So a really quick brainstorming session. If you don't have an audience and you don't have any idea of what to create, you want to make a list of 5 to 10 Facebook groups, 10 YouTube channels, 10 TikTok pages, 10 Instagram accounts. And this is basically going to be your source of information. Then you also have the ability to ask ChatGPT. And if you're here for day 1, remember we had a prompt where we asked ChatGPT, hey, can you give me 10 ideas for digital products that I can create? Everybody clear on that? Put a 2 on the chat. Now, the most direct thing you can do is poll your audience. So if you have at least, like, let's say 20 people on average watching your story, you essentially have an audience. Make a poll with 4 options that you are personally excited about. 4 things that you want to create content or your course or your ebook about. Whichever option gets the most votes, create that. So these are going to be like your basic ways and the most effective ways of actually seeing what it is that people want. Like, underline, circle this. We're providing solutions to problems. We're not creating courses and ebooks and coaching. Solutions to problems. That's what people pay money for. And this was like a little GIF or GIF, how do you say that? Do you buy what you want or what you need? So kind of have that mindset, like, what do people actually need? Now, your unique value. So you want to identify your unique selling proposition. So what about you? What about your background, your experiences, your environment, your current situation allows you to separate yourself from other stylists or other business owners? Because I know a lot of you may have it in your mind, oh, I can't create that, it already exists. There's something about you, your background, how you grew up, whatever, that makes you different. And you can tell that story when you're presenting your offer to the marketplace. And what happens in those situations is your audience or the reader or the consumer or the viewer of the ad, they begin to align themselves with you because their story is similar to yours. Does that make sense? Can I get a 1 in the chat if everybody's clear on that? What's unique to you? That's how you separate yourself. Another thing you can do is find pre-existing products that you know sell well. So if you see, I don't know, a hairstylist, whoever, and they're selling a lot of the thing, you know, they always showing their Shopify, their numbers, et cetera, et cetera. Go to their comment section and see what people are complaining about. And what you're going to do from there is, again, take those complaints and combine that with your unique selling proposition, your unique background, your unique experiences, and you're going to launch an improved version. Now you have a product that's specific just to you. It may be somewhat similar. I mean, everyone knows how to do a frontal install. Maybe there are like 10 frontal install classes online. But somehow, based on your background, your experiences, your environment, yours is a little bit different. So keep that in mind. So here's a quick example. Put a 1 in the chat, for example, 1, or 2, for example, 2. Which one of these sounds better? An ebook that teaches stylists how to manage money for $7. That's pretty basic. Or a niche down, super specific version, an ebook that teaches stylists that are making $5K per month how to manage money and put $500 per month into their savings account. Which one sounds more enticing to you? So this is what I mean by things in the marketplace that already exist. There's probably someone right now that's selling an ebook that teaches stylists how to manage their money. But that's not deep enough. You can solve like a niche specific problem, because I guarantee you there are a million stylists right now making $5K per month, and at the end of the month they have $0. So to them, saving $500 per month is exciting. And you can get away with charging more. It literally can be the same exact content in the first ebook and the second ebook, but you positioned it different. And just by you making a slight tweak, by including income in your title, including the income into your hook, as well as including what you're going to show them how to do, which is the money part, you get to charge more. Another reason you get to charge more is because you have already called out to stylists that are making $60,000 per year or better. So you know they have $47. Probably could get away with $97 or $147 for this. Everybody clear on that? Put a 1 in the chat if you're clear. Are you understanding like what I just showed you, like the difference in the two? So this is exactly what you're doing. If you see something that exists, just the small little changes, or even just mentioning money. Hey, I help hairstylists master their frontals. Or hey, I help hairstylists that are not fully booked master their frontals so they can get fully booked. Just those small little tweaks. So creating your product based on solutions, problem, solution, fit. A lot of stylists realize that their income is capped because they essentially trade time for money. So most stylists naturally decide to start a hair extension business to earn extra income. Anyone in here sell hair? Anybody sell hair? No, nobody. About to. Well, typically that's the natural progression. You do hair and you're like, oh, I want to make more money. Start selling hair, start selling wigs. So for those of you that do offer hair, you have already solved problems that someone's already facing. There's a stylist right now that's like, hey, my income's capped out. I can't take any more clients, but I want to make more money. I want to start selling hair. So the first thing she has to probably find is like a hair vendor, where to get hair to sell. So that's a problem. Here's a solution. You create a hair vendors list that strictly works with hairstylists. Even though they don't necessarily just strictly work with hairstylists, you have just positioned it that way. That's what you call it. The hairstylist only vendors list. So hairstylist or hair vendors list with vendors that strictly work with hairstylists who want to earn extra income. So this thing right here probably already exists. This part does not. So this is the tweak that you make to make it a little bit different. Everybody clear on that? Now, problem 2, don't want to just sell hair. So typically, natural progression, they buy hair to start selling to their clients. Like, this is exactly what we did. So now you're trying to scale. Now you realize, well, I only do 10 clients per week. The max I can make is like 2,000 per week selling just to them. I want to sell online now. So solution, ebook that shows hairstylists 3 easy methods for selling hair extensions online. So again, this probably exists, but this is why I tell you, find the problems that exist in the marketplace and position your product as a solution. So most people don't want to run ads because they don't know how. Most people don't want to use influencers. Most people don't want to be on social media. Put a 1 in the chat if everybody's clear on that. Understand what I'm saying? So we're basically calling out to the problems that we know that they're facing and telling them, hey, we can show you how to sell hair extensions online without all of the stuff that you don't want. Okay, everybody's clear on this. And if you want to participate, just list common problems that a hairstylist may face when attempting to start a hair business. Every problem that's listed, if anyone participate, that's an ebook. That's a course. Like, this is just 2 problems. It's 1,000,001 problem. Websites, how to market, packaging, all of those are problems. Chargebacks, how to price your bundles, how to deal with cancellations, how to deal with late clients. So all of these are problems that stylists, hair brands deal with. So make a big list of problems, then figure out which ones you want to tackle. Here's a prompt. I'm going to throw this in the chat really quick. So you essentially can ask ChatGPT, hey, I'm a hairstylist. I want to create an ebook that helps hairstylists manage money. Could you give me 10 topics or titles for this ebook? And what you can do is this part right here that helps hairstylists or helps stylists, actually this part. So this part that's underlined, you can replace whatever it is that you're trying to solve. Everybody got the prompt? Everybody clear on this? Okay, I believe so. Okay, so day 2 homework. You want to create a poll on your story asking your audience about struggles or things that they're learning or interested in learning. So create a poll on your story and screenshot that poll and send it to me. That's the homework for day 2. For those without an audience, write a list of challenges you face when starting out. Then you want to brainstorm product ideas that offer solutions. Then that same Google Doc that you used last night, you're just going to paste that list inside of there and send me the link. Or say, hey, the link is updated. So the recordings are available for the individuals that signed up for VIP. If you want to sign up for VIP, I can drop the link in the chat. And don't worry if you have an audience or not. Like, I've literally launched brand new digital products, no followers, no nothing, using ads. And we'll cover ads later in the challenge. So again, put a 1 in the chat if you're clear on the homework. Create a poll on your story asking your audience, like, hey, what are you currently struggling with? Or what are you interested in learning more about? Then you just want to screenshot that and send it to me. And if you don't have an audience, sit down and think back what was going on when you got started on your journey. What problems did you have to face? What did you have to research? What did you have to consult with others on? I'm pretty sure you're sitting on a ton of information. Most of you on this call are sitting on $100,000 per year worth of information right now, guaranteed. And you probably had a mindset that, oh, that's common sense. Everyone knows that, and that's why you don't have the 100,000. So that's the homework. Day 3, we'll be covering content creation. So now we have our idea. That today, by the end of the day, we should have our idea of who we're going to serve. Tomorrow, we're going to go into content creation. Then the next step is setting up our tech. Then the next day is like we're launching. Everybody clearing it? So we'll be covering what tools to use, what content works best, how to repost existing content. So no need for photo shoots and fancy cameras or none of that. Bare basics, an iPhone and Canva or whatever phone you're using. Now we'll open it up for Q&A. So if you have any questions, feel free to unmute yourself or throw your questions in the chat.
Can you scroll back up and to the homework again, just so I can get the last part of it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And don't skip out on this homework. I think we had maybe like 15% of the people do the homework. If you want this thing launched by the weekend, do the homework. Because I guarantee you're going to procrastinate and put this off and just not get it done and make excuses. Questions? Again, unmute yourself or throw it in the chat.
Do you ever have anyone that launches more than one ebook at a time, or should you do one, see how it does, and then move on to the next one? What do you recommend?
I think it's best to focus on one, but if you're going to do like the Chat GPT version of it, or just having it do all of the work, and maybe you did a list of like 10 ideas, just have it create all 10. But out of the 10, pick your favorite that you think is probably, most people are going to gravitate towards. Then focus on that one to get that one working. Then the other 9 could be used as like your bump orders. It could be used as your upsells. But focus on one like core product.
So with launching the product, what if you already have a product that you can launch? Do you need to create a freebie as well, or just the product itself?
So I'm a fan of the freebie because it allows you to at least start building an email list and a text list. So make your freebie closely related to the thing that you're selling.
And how long should the freebie really, like, how many pages?
You just have to deliver on what it is that you're promising. So there's no specific length of video or length of ebook. What is it? What is your product that you're selling?
It's for hair. It's for the beauty industry. It's a ebook on how to like do certain styles, like frontals, how to apply them, stuff like that.
Okay, so and if I take your course or ebook, what benefit do I, or what transformation happens to me at the end? Like, do I?
At the end, at the end, you will know how to properly apply your application, the free steps, as well as be able to apply it seamlessly, the different steps to the different styles.
So, what benefit is that to the stylist? How does her life change?
They'll be able to make more money, take more service, offer more services.
Okay, there you go. So that's how you're going to position the paid thing. Your free thing would probably be 10 styles you can use or learn to make more money as a hairstylist, and you just list them out. That's the free thing that you give away. Then, you push them towards your paid thing where you actually show them how to do the thing.
Okay.
That makes sense? Okay, perfect. No problem.
So, what's the best way to give out the freebie?
Landing page, same as you would set up your paid thing. Let me see if I have an example.
So that would be what they see first, and then once they put in their email information, you give them the freebie, and then the landing page will take them to the purchase item.
Yeah, so same process everyone on here went on. Like the challenge is free, then you opt in, but if you wanted VIP, like whether you wanted it or not, it was going to take you to this page to actually buy something. So even you can see here, registration complete. This is step 2 where we're attempting to sell something.
Oh, so the VIP is your freebie.
No, the challenge is free. The VIP is paid.
Okay. Oh, okay. So we're on the okay.
Yeah, you're in the VIP, so you have access to me through WhatsApp to ask any questions even after the challenge is over with.
But this challenge that we're on is a freebie. I didn't realize that. I thought that no.
Yeah, the challenge is free. Marche, I see you're unmuted. Did you have a question?
Oh, I asked it. I just didn't mute myself.
Okay, no problem.
Well, you know what? I do have another question. So with the $47 the paid one, the mini course, is that a group course or is that a one-on-one? Like, what is that?
No, it's just content. So it's a mini course, pretty much like what I'm covering here, but it's a little bit more in detail. So it's just to give you more context before even showing up to the days, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'll put the link for VIP in the chat. As well as you get access to me through WhatsApp to ask any questions. So the whole purpose, but it's complimentary. So that's my point about the free thing and the paid thing. This paid thing is still complimentary to the free thing. It's just more help for people who are trying to move faster. Anyone else have any questions?
So basically, doing it this way allows you to build your community.
Yeah, because what happens is probably if you've done everything right and your offer is positioned correctly, and it's something that people want, you're probably going to get a 5%, and that's on the higher end conversion rate. Meaning every 100 people that see your offer, you're probably going to get 5 people to buy. With a landing page that captures the emails, like this thing, this landing page right here, this when they click on this button, this opt-in converts at 30%. So out of the 100 people that came, we at least got contact information for 30 people. So the whole purpose is we're just capturing people that are potentially interested. They're just not ready to buy right now. So that's why I always suggest throwing something free in front to capture their contact. Then you nurture them by sending them emails at least once a week, providing them with valuable information about the thing you're trying to sell, then pushing them towards the thing that you're trying to sell. That's how you build like a real business. You can't just keep relying on, like, especially if you're running ads. I run ads for a lot of people that just have one product and they're just trying to spend money today and get sales today. That's not a real business, because they're not even really they're getting emails of like buyers, but they're not capturing the other people. The majority of the money to make in any business or online is within the people that are interested. They just can't buy it today. Make sense? Your audio is really bad. Can anyone hear what she's saying? Try one more time. I think your connection may be going out. I still can't hear it. If you want to try to type it, Peggy, did you have a question?
Yes. I missed yesterday, so I'm just I want to ask you a quick question. Let's assume I created this ebook with ChatGPT and I got the content and all of that ready to go. Where do I launch this ebook? What platform? Like, where do you have this page right now?
So this software is called Go High Level, but I don't want to push anyone to start buying software just yet. On the I think that's day 4 where I cover the technology you need to sell this. I will cover free options such as just using the Google Doc for your so whatever ChatGPT spits out for your ebook, you copy it into a Google Doc. Then when someone wants to purchase, you can just send them a PayPal link or a Stripe link. If they purchase, you just send them an email with the link to the ebook. That part's free, where you don't need any technology. But when you want to scale and you want like 10, 20, 30 sales a day, then you will need software. So yeah, if you're going with an ebook, I recommend just a Google Doc, pasting your content in there. If you're going to do a course, use a Google Drive.
I got you. Thank you.
No problem.
And another question for you, real quick, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
You're offering this training. What do you get out of this? This is free to join, so I'm just wondering how you're making your money doing this tonight.
So by displaying proof and expertise, you get people that end up wanting to work with you personally. I have offers where I either coach you or do it for you.
I see. Okay.
Yeah,
Excellent.
no problem. Anyone else have any questions?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so my question was, so I remember you saying that some people are not ready to buy now, but it allows you to collect their information. So, basically, those same customers is we actually would email them the same offer that they aren't ready for now, later, like every week in their email.
Yeah, so say this challenge was like an ebook, like a free ebook on how to launch a digital product. I would send them an email probably once a week, just providing value. And the purpose of the value, excuse me, the purpose of the value is to create your ideal customer. Most people are not buying right now because of lack of information. It's just a lot that they don't know. So the purpose of the emails that you're sending out every week is to slightly like nudge them and educate them into your ideal customer. So imagine you would send like 5 emails. Then on your 6th email is where you present your offer again. Then you introduce some scarcity. Hey, this is my last time showing this offer at $97. After today, the price is going to go up to $147. So you don't want to just keep blasting them like, hey, come buy my thing. Build know, build like, build trust. You want to get them to know, like, and trust you. When people online know, like, and trust you, they give you money. Did that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
No problem. Did we have any other questions?
I had a quick question for if you do decide to do the bonus class on Saturday, will it be around the same time or a different time?
I think we will take a vote on Friday, but traditionally it has been at the same time. I try to do it around time, everyone's available.
Okay.
I mean, does this time work for you?
Oh yeah, I'm flexible, but I still want to, kind of just build my schedule around that. But I'm pretty flexible, so whatever everyone else decide, I'll make it happen.
Okay, perfect. Anyone else? Where do I DM? So my Instagram is iGrowSalons. Do you go over how to use ManyChat? So no, I don't. I have to double check. I think on the last challenge I did, we did slightly cover ManyChat, so I may include it. Amari, I think am I saying that right? Did you have a question?
Good question.
Marche?
So when we talk about scaling, that's when you're referring to having something prepared to sell. So like if we go from the ebook to then a course to then a coaching, that would be scaling your idea.
Yeah, or even just let's say you have an ebook, but you're at the point where you can't take time to like message people the link. That's the like scaling part. Because imagine if you were selling like 50 ebooks a day. That'll become a job if you had to manually do that. So at that point, you're probably gonna need software.
Oh, so scaling it, getting software to scale it in the sense that you're able to sell more of what you're already selling, but do it where it's automated, so
Ex-
you're not doing.
exactly.
Okay,
Uh, s-
thank you.
no problem. Sybil, how do you say your name?
It's double.
Sybil. I see you unmuted yourself. Did you have a question?
No, I'm sorry, I ain't mean to.
Oh, no problem.
So I have a question about go high level again. So you said, well, I didn't say you said. So I did start messing with it honestly, and I got like a 30-day trial. So you would suggest just not to mess with it until you go over it. Would that interfere with something that what you're going to teach us?
No, so I don't teach go high level. I just recommend it. Like that's like a challenge in itself.
Hey, listen, because I'm like, we on day 2, we ain't even start talking about it yet.
Yeah, like the actual of the software, it probably took me maybe like a week or so. But I had to watch a bunch of YouTubes. I even hired a guy to consult with me. If y'all want his information, is I think Dominic Baptiste. He like specializes in go high level, but you can literally get him on the phone for I think like $300 to get everything set up.
Yeah, I think I entered in his phone system too, so he texted me now. I'm about to go ahead and sign up. Thank you for that.
No problem. I joined the UBC community. I haven't finished up my course, but do you work with clients? I'm not sure what UBC is.
Hi, I know we were talking about titles, right?
Yes.
So I have a title. It says a guide on lock mastery, techniques, tips, and business strategies. Do you think that's cool, or should I go a little bit more in depth?
I would go deeper, like talk money.
Okay, like you
Like,
can make X amount of money per week, month, like
yeah. So
okay,
is this just for a hairstylist who may be trying to add this under her belt, like that, how to do locks?
yes,
Yeah, so I would definitely talk earning potential.
okay. Thank you so much.
No problem. Uh, Leela, if you wanted to unmute yourself, I'm not sure what UBC. Does anyone else know what that is? No. Okay. Any other questions? Don't be shy. Ultimate branding course. No, I've never heard of it. It must be a popular thing. Okay, what was your question? I just finished having my course. You work with clients. No, because this is kind of different. This is more. I think these people may be responsible for everyone and their mama like doing this, but same concept. The only difference is I'm niche down to hairstylists, beauty professionals. But I definitely could teach anyone how to start a course or launch a course. It's all the same. Any other questions? Okay, well, if we don't have any more questions, I'll go ahead and wrap the call up. Really quickly, the homework, create a poll on your story asking about current struggles or anything your audience is interested in learning in, and screenshot that to me on Instagram at iGrowSalons. And for those without an audience, write a list of challenges you face when starting out. Then make a list of those challenges. Then that's how you will come up with your ebook or course topic. Let me see. Really quickly, put a 1 in the chat if you will be here for day 3. Day 3 will be content creation. And we'll also be diving into Canva, and I'll be making a piece of content from scratch. So my exact process of how I create content when I'm launching my ads. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna try my best. I'll be at work. Okay, no problem. All right, well, if you have any questions, feel free to send me a DM. I'll talk to y'all soon.